heavyweight. Punchlines penetrate. Don't believe it? Wanna see it? Watch me demonstrate. Blow past these niggas cruising on the interstate. Truck full of them killers, you know we bout to regulate. Swag out of this world, you know they bout to imitate. P money, keep the gas pack, make me levitate. I'm just a different breed, heart like Adonis Creed. Left jab, right hook, damn I'm in a different league. Moving at a different speed, like years ahead of you. Everything in your pockets guaranteed I'm dead for you. Bedpans, IVs, told you not to mess with spook. Turn you to a vegetable, you gon' learn your lesson, dude. Can see I bless the booth, hope the bitch is fireproof. Flow so impeccable, this nigga incredible. Rap niggas edible, punchlines is rocking you. Tone told me letting loose, ain't nobody stopping you. Yes, my nigga, don't you know we put in work? All that shit you poppin's only gonna get you hurt. Only a matter of time.
Keepin It Blunt.
Yes, sir.
Presents.
Yes, sir.
We got a special guest today. Keepin It Blunt podcast presents Thomas the Smoke.
Who wants smoke with me?
Salmon.
Real quick, America and the world. Of course, you know we got our disclaimer. We may offend somebody. That's what it is.
Yes,
to
sir.
keep it, right, cousin?
You know we wouldn't be Keepin It Blunt if we wouldn't.
That's right. That's right. Yo, so, Tom, I don't think I told my cousin, so we're gonna just off the cuff real quick. So me and Tom work together. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
Yes. And I was like, oh man, some new guy, I don't know. You know what I mean? And I start eyeballing him. I'm looking at him and I'm like, yo, in my head, he got cauliflower ears. He's a fighter. You remember that time? Remember that? I was like, he's a fighter. And ever since then, we clicked like, am I right? We clicked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's what's up, man. That's
thank
what's
you
up.
for coming on the show. You know, there's so much to unpack. You know, one thing you also don't know, cousin, Tom's well, he's a Marine, right? So, you know, shout out to that, of course.
Yeah.
That's where he gets his work ethic and his grit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, Tom, how you doing today, man?
So what's up, man? What's up, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Joined the Marine Corps out of high school and happened.
Where you from?
I'm from Henryville.
Henryville, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's in the Poconos, kind of middle of nowhere. It's not particularly interesting town.
I hear that. I live in a small town myself. I'm from the Bronx actually, but right now I live in a small town in Florida, so nothing interesting happens here. So I definitely can relate.
Word. And so, all right, so walk me through, right? So we're in high school, we're in the military. So you get out the military and you're like, yo, I think I want to start cage fighting, or you were in the military, like, yo, like how did all that come about as far as going into that?
So I started training with the gym that I've been at for pretty much my entire career. I started training with them when I was still in high school. When I joined the reserves, so I was still in the area most of the time. Yeah, the reserves, you're only like showing up to do Marine Corps stuff like a few days a week, or a few days a month, every month, and then got a little longer thing during the summer usually. So yeah, so I was training then. I was training then, went back to it when I came back from all of my initial Marine Corps training, and then kept training, decided I wanted to fight. I forget when, maybe like 2018, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I started fighting.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what motivates you, man? What motivates you to get in this game? Because I'm an amateur fighter myself, you know, and I know what motivates me is just for the love of the sport. So it's like what makes you want to do this, man? Because I know it takes a special kind of character to get into this game.
I really love training. Like that's my favorite thing to do, you know, and you know, if I'm gonna train as much as I want to, then it makes sense to just compete too, you know? It's fun. Like I like doing it.
Yeah.
Of course, definitely. Like I relate. Man, I love this shit. Like it sounds stupid to other people who don't do it, but I've never been more at home than when I'm getting punched in the face. Like
Yeah. Like the gym is where I feel best.
Exactly.
So what would you say is like your strong suit? Are you more of a striker, more of a wrestler? Like,
So I haven't fought in, I think, about 3 years now.
okay.
Most of my career, I was very striking based. I got one successful takedown in my entire career, and it was probably a mistake. I probably was about to TKO the guy, but whatever. It still worked out fine.
Heat of the moment, man. Heat of the moment. You're like going off of instinct. You're not even thinking at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I know how that is, sure, because I didn't want to go for a takedown in my first fight either, and I ended up on the ground too.
yeah. I've I've run into some problems in my career with wrestlers. It's something I've put a lot of work into getting better at because yeah, I've had a problem in a few fights of just being taken down and then just basically just being stuck there for the entire round.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely I can relate. And I train with a lot of good wrestlers. My head coach is actually a really good wrestler, a really strong wrestler, and he's been teaching me as much as he can in the past few months that I've been training with him.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's a 145er and fucking tosses me around. I'm 215. So that wrestling means a lot. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, it's important.
So how many fights do you have under your belt right now?
So I got 10 altogether, mostly MMA. I've done a Muay Thai fight and a kickboxing fight too. Yeah.
All amateur, or did you ever step into the pro?
I haven't done any pro fights yet. Planning to. Hasn't happened yet.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that's the next progression. Like you're looking to go, like you're looking to see how far you can take it.
I'm looking to get at least a couple pro fights in. Like that's my plan. Mostly I want to start my own gym. I just want to get a couple pro fights in before that.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, that's
definitely.
what's up.
Have that credibility behind you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Is
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
there a, I'm sorry, cousin, go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead. No.
Is there a vision for the gym as far as like name? What should we be on the lookout for?
I haven't really come up with like a solid name yet. Me and my friend, we've had a few funny ideas, like Anytime Jiu-Jitsu, it's like Anytime Fitness, but we're all trying to roll with anyone that walks in.
Right. Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Yeah,
I
that is
don't
cool.
think that's actually gonna work out though.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
I might call it Blue Corner MMA. I don't know. That's because I've always liked being in the blue corner. I like that better.
That reason, right? Was it
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
superstition?
I don't know. I mean, I like the color blue better, and it just feels better.
Facts. I've always been torn with that too, because blue's my favorite color. But
Mhm.
red is like it's like the upside, like the favorite side, like the champion side, right? So I'm like, damn, like I love being in the blue corner because I love blue. I love matching with my gear, with the because I'm still doing amateur. So I wear the blue shin pads, blue gloves, you know what I mean? And I'm like, but damn, man, I want to be in that red corner eventually too, because I want to fucking be the champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Word.
There's actually like some studies. I don't know. I haven't looked at them specifically, but I know there's like studies in video games that like red makes people like perform better at like quick video games, and blue makes people perform better at like strategy video games.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I don't
definitely. Colors
know, but
colors
yeah,
affect the brain in different ways, like crazy.
yeah. I mean, they make stop signs and stoplights red because it like I guess triggers
They
something in your
even
brain to stop.
paint the insides of certain like restaurants and stuff to create certain feelings and
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
true. Orange Theory Fitness, they're orange for a reason. That's true. So for our
but
viewers out there, real quick, cousin. So for our viewers out there, for the ladies, is there a missus?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend. I'm not married yet.
Does she get nervous when you're out there in the ring and all?
She probably
Or
will.
is she like, show me blood, show me blood? Is she
I
like
mean,
that?
like, I haven't fought since we started dating, so we'll see how it
See how it
goes.
goes.
To kind of schedule myself leading into the fight too, because
you got to mentally prepare her for
yeah,
the environment.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not for the weak, trust me.
eh,
Hopefully she's not squeamish.
we'll find out.
Come
So
home, get a victory and come home to A nice treatment, you know.
So did they so you're from PA, but you fight out of a different state, right?
So after my first couple fights, the athletic commission, they were doing some sort of like hydration test or something. Whatever it was, they didn't implement it very well because
Uh-oh.
they were saying that I couldn't fight uh under 160 after that, and so then I decided to go out of state and fight at 145.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, so that's why like my first three fights were in Pennsylvania, and then all the ones after that have been out of state. Most of them were in Delaware. There's a promotion down there, Stellar Fights. Like working with them.
When you were active fighting, what weight were you walking around at?
So like most of my fights have been at 155. And then to cut to 155, I'm usually walking around at like somewhere between 165 and 170, somewhere around there.
Okay. Not a huge weight cut.
Yeah, yeah. And like
Yeah.
off season, I'll be closer to 180. I'm about 180 right now. But then, cut about 10 pounds during the camp, cut about another 10 pounds of water leading into the fight, and works out pretty well for
Yeah,
me.
you're right there. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, boy, I got my money on the smoke. Whoever's gonna get it next, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
For
we're
sure.
clear,
For sure.
America and the world. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's get into some of these nitty-gritty questions, man. Let's get into some of these more interesting, pick your brain type questions, all right?
All right.
If you could choose your perfect matchup, a winnable fight for you, but at the professional level, at the highest level. So let's see, like a UFC fighter or Bellator PFL fighter, something like that. Who do you see yourself as a good matchup for that you feel like you can give them a run for their money?
I mean, really, I can't really give you like a specific fighter because I don't watch enough fights to really like tell you that there's this one guy I know I can beat, you know? As far as like things that I tend to be good at, I'm pretty good at fighting against southpaws because my best training part of my entire career has always been a southpaw. Like it's changed a couple times, but it's always stayed. My best training partner's been a southpaw.
Yeah.
So I've always been pretty good at fighting them. Someone who's not good at wrestling would be good, you know?
So you'd like like a good striker at like 155, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like
maybe like a Dan Hooker, somebody.
Maybe. Yeah.
That'd be a dope fight. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't really watch fights too much. I mean, do you have a favorite fighter at all,
So
or someone that has influenced you? What you do?
I always like Wonder Boy. Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson from UFC.
Yeah.
Good guy. I mean, his wrestling's not good enough, but good guy overall. And like I've learned because my style's changed a lot in the last couple of years, and I tend to use a lot of stuff that he likes to use. Yeah, because you'll notice if you watch my fights, I've always had problems with getting hit with right hands, and now I'm changing how I defend stuff a little bit, and it's working out a lot better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Gabriel Varga too. He's fighting in karate combat now. He's mostly been a kickboxer.
Yeah,
He's
I
done a
know.
couple
Yeah, I know
MMA.
Gabriel. I watch a lot of his YouTube videos on his tutorials.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
nasty. He's nasty.
Yo, but he got like the last fight I seen in karate combat, he got poked in both eyes. That joint was crazy. You seen that one?
I saw that one, and they just did a rematch a couple weeks ago, and I think he TKO'd the guy with 12-6 elbows.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm so glad they made those legal, man. That was a long time coming.
Yeah, it's kind of a dumb rule.
Yeah, I feel the
actually
same.
started doing them in one of my fights, and it was amateur, so I was hitting him in the body with them, and the ref didn't say anything, so I don't know. I wasn't like thinking about it when I did it. I stuffed a takedown, and the round was almost over. So instead of trying to like work for a better position, I just sprawled and then just started hitting him.
Fucking throwing them bitches.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
So I have a question, and we're gonna get into this video, right? Which one you want to get into? Cuz you want to get into that last one first, or you want to do something different? What you want to do?
Yeah, I got the last one pulled up, and then I'll pull up the next one.
Okay, yeah, because I got a question on this one for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that up.
All right, let me get to my my
Taylor McMahon,
Yeah,
Taylor
yeah.
McMahon.
stellar fight. Okay, my guy.
Yes, sir.
My guy.
4 wins and 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 155 pounds. He's fighting out of Henryville, Pennsylvania, representing American Killer
Bull for bull on you. That's corny.
A local guy. Guy out of state, obviously. So I was actually.
That's how it is in the Emmys, man.
I'm laughing. I think that's
Yeah, I
really-
see that. And then this
That's how
guy.
it is in the Emmys, man. They like you go to their hometown and they fucking pack the crowd with people that they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah, I was getting booed a lot in my last fight too.
And this is the main event too. So like a lot of like people that show up for other people might probably come home by now. So like, yeah.
How do you feel in this moment, like when you're being announced and you know like it's seconds till go time?
Right.
This fight, I remember I was just going pretty tired that night. We'll see how this fight actually ends up going. But I kind of feel like getting a bit nervous first. I just it wasn't much fun going.
I mean, you look like you had a game plan, that's for sure.
You guys are lanky, man.
That was probably related kick. Yeah.
That's one of the things I hate. I hate fighting lanky guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
okay. So that was the cross and then the left, the cross and then the jab, right, or the left hook. That was that right hand you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that was a classic 1-2.
2-1, wasn't it? Right there, yeah, 2-1.
Oh yeah, 2-1, 2-1.
Yep. That's that right hand he was talking about.
Hey, I see what he was doing though. He kept on going to the body, and then when he rushed in, you put them hands down because he was going to the body, and then he fucking went up top.
That's the thing. I couldn't tell you because like this was a pretty bad knockout. I have no recollection of the actual fight. Like I remember getting in the cage, and I remember, I remember the crowd booing. I thought that was funny, and the ref saying, "No, are you ready? Are you ready?" And then it's just blank, and woke up in an ambulance.
Wow. Wow. So is it true? Like, so I've been knocked out before myself, and I never like had any issues with like PTSD or whatever like that. Is that something that happens to some fighters? Did you experience that at all?
So it'll happen to some people. Like me, like I've watched this fight a bunch of times, and it doesn't really like bother me. It's just I use it as like motivation sometimes when I'm feeling like I need some motivation to be better.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
definitely, man, definitely. I mean, it happens to the best of them, bro. Like, it I mean, I've never been knocked out, but I've only had 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that it's not to fucking happen in my next one? You know, like.
Yeah.
So like I've been hit with a baseball, and from my experience, like I remember it. I remember getting hit. I don't remember hitting the ground, and I just remember waking up and everybody being over me like, "Hey, you okay, bro?" Like,
Yeah. I mean, like knockouts could vary a lot. It's different every time what'll happen to you. Sometimes
yeah,
it's like I've been knocked out that time, and then there was another time something stupid happened in the gym, and I got caught with a head kick. He wasn't aiming for my head, but I ducked into it, and
ah,
yeah. And so that one, like I remember everything fine. It just everything went white for a second. I was on the floor, but like there was no like time lost, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which number was, I think it was like the first one you won? The first one you won, right? The first video you sent me?
Yeah, let me check it out.
Yeah, pull that
Oh,
one
yeah.
up. I want to balance it out for the world. Smoke. I don't want them to, you know what I mean?
You pull that one that's on the Facebook, if you can pull that link up.
Do you remember what? Because you sent me them in order. Let me see.
See, that would have been.
You sent me and cousin, I sent you them, I think, in the same order, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
in order. I got fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth here.
I think it would be my fifth.
Fifth? Okay.
Fifth.
Yeah, yeah.
This is exciting, dude. I
Nick
hope
Nick Horiet.
you're what,
We can watch that one. Cool. That we can watch that one too. Yeah. That's not the one I'm thinking of though.
what state is it again, Tom, that you've been fighting out of again?
Most of them have been in Delaware.
Delaware. Oh, cool. So I can go. I can
Yeah.
go.
Okay, this one looks like a kickboxing match. Yep, kickboxing.
Also,
Okay, yeah.
too,
That's not the one I was thinking of, but we can like that one's a good fight too. Yeah. I won that one.
Alright.
also to America in the world. My guy Tom is not just an aspiring gym owner slash, currently fighting. He's also been coaching, right? Right, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been in the corner as
And-
well.
Yeah.
And I believe the last fight was in Allentown, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And that guy won, right?
No, he lost by decision.
By decision.
But
But there was huge improvement
I was
though.
happy with his performance. Like
Right, okay.
he was better than his first fight.
Okay.
Like the first one, he kind of like the nerves got to him too bad, and like he just couldn't. Like he like panicked basically. It happens sometimes in your first fight. I've seen it happen with a few guys. You're just not. You're not like the crowd and everything gets to your head, and you're just not ready for it, you know. And like it's hard too with training. Like it's hard to train around that, like because you're not really gonna know until you actually, you're actually stepping into the fight. Exactly.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing that can simulate the environment, the nerves,
Yeah.
It's just you just gotta experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, we're buzzing.
All right, so let's pull up this next fight. It says you and let me catch his name real quick.
That's young Tom.
And look how young he is.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one though. This is the moment. It was like a leg lock or something.
No, this is a kickbox. This is a kickboxing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Like 5 seconds of fence on the line.
So can you hear your corner when you're doing that?
So, yeah. That was not a big loud, so like most of the time. So, it varies on how loud the crowd is, and compared to where I am. But I'm personally, I can hear him better than if I'm on the other side of the room.
So just so we're clear, America in the world, our guys in the red gloves. Then my man fall to the floor.
Nice knockdown. Nice knockdown. Swept his legs right from under.
Good, did it again.
Yeah, you got good leg kicks. Ooh, nice right hand.
I accidentally I threw my jab and I went to but I wasn't doing that on purpose.
It's that instinct.
A jab catching him. Okay. Using that reach. There we go. Get aggressive, baby. This is a good one.
It's really hard to control. You can see that there's 4 or 5 interactions past, but everyone completely. They're just in the third round.
Do you ever get, here's the question, do you ever get busy going around in circles?
No, that's never been a problem. No,
It's happened to me in sparring, for sure. I start circling the other way when I feel that way. Oh, nice flurry. Let him go.
Most of the time, definitely you probably broke the camera with some fence.
Oh, I like that jab.
That job's keeping him at bay. He can't really get in. Hmm. 2-3 into with the kick. I like that. Flurry. There we go. That's two rounds to none.
Oh, really?
2 rounds to none. Got a 2018 so far.
Ooh. Okay,
Ooh,
is that
nice
Wonder
body
Boy?
kick.
Is that Wonder
yeah.
Boy?
Hell yeah.
I didn't make good connections. Like, it hit him, but he just moved backwards, like, he didn't really make good connections on him. Like, I'm sure it hurt, but he didn't move backwards.
Is that your corner? Head kick. Keep it up. Head kick. Is that your corner?
Yeah, that's good. He had to have been close to where everything was going on. He mostly like
Bro, your fucking reach is crazy. How tall are you?
somewhere in between there.
Ooh. He grazed you there, right? The high kick.
Remember, like, it's not even like I can't remember the part, but you know,
Gotcha.
like the way you were going stuff, you really don't remember stuff. Like, it looks like like I couldn't.
Look at my guy.
No beard, baby face.
This is probably like 9. Sound like kind of dumbass when I'm trying to give it afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. You banged out. That was a good one.
Do you remember some of the things you said throughout? I just want you to repeat them if you can, just in case because the volume, I couldn't really make out all the things you were saying.
Okay, yeah.
So do you remember some of the points you were making when we were watching that? If so, can you just go through them real quick?
Yeah. So, a couple things like that. I had a pretty hard weight cut going into this one. That's why it's the last fight I did at 145. And because yeah, it is like I'm a bit too big to be fighting at 145. Especially now.
Yeah, definitely feel that.
Yeah. I mean the reach advantage I got at that weight class was nice, but the weight cut it was too much. So I'm happier at 155. So the way I dropped him is I caught him with like I threw a jab and it split his guard, right? Because it went in between his hands. And just as I was pulling it back, it pulled his hand down, right? And that's why the two I threw after that landed really well. And so that wasn't something I was doing on purpose. But since then, it's something I use a lot. Like if you look at, I've seen other fighters like I've seen high level fights where that's used like pretty effectively. I saw a clip from like ONE FC of someone doing it, getting a knockout. Like it's a really good technique, you know?
Yeah, it is. That is. I watched that in a lot of my training videos and stuff like that. And one that I use that's similar to that, I like to punch the elbow out.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
whenever their guard is up like that, I'll punch the elbow out and then throw a right hand right behind it.
Yeah. And you can even you can a lot of time get away with that stuff in boxing too, even though it's not like technically legal, but it looks like you just threw a punch. So
Yeah.
it's not technically legal, but at least that one I think is probably legal. You punching the elbow out of the way. Pulling the hand down isn't, but a lot of the time it's gonna look like an accident.
Yeah.
That reminds me of when we were watching that last Tyson Fury fight. He threw like a backhand. Remember that, cousin?
Yeah. He missed a punch and then came back with a back fist. That's illegal in boxing.
Like, bro.
That shit was funny.
Well, first of all, you want to shout out your gym that you train at currently?
Oh yeah, so I trained at American Killer Bees, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So
That's a dope ass night. I like that. I like that name.
it's there's a few of them throughout the country. It's I think it's under Anderson. Yeah, it's under Anderson Silva.
Okay.
He's not running my gym, but
Yeah. It's his chain of gyms.
yeah.
But he was
that's
there
what's up.
recently, though, right?
Yeah. We had a seminar with him not too long ago. That was good. That was a good day.
Yeah, so
That's what's up, man.
be on the lookout, everybody. If you're in that area, you know what I'm saying? He might have to come through again and do another one. So be on the lookout. American Killer Bees, right?
Yep, American Killer Bees, PA. It's over in Stroudsburg.
There it is.
So one more question I got for you. This is a question that I've been asking the guests that we've been having on so far. It's one of my favorite questions, and it's really not MMA related, but it tells me a lot about you as a person.
Yeah.
So, if you can create the perfect superhero, anime characters count,
Okay.
and combined powers, who are you taking?
Well, perfect for what?
For just your perfect build, your just dream build of what you like.
Well, problem with some superheroes is it just kind of overpowered, like Superman. It's just it would be great if I was like a real guy trying to save the world all the time. I'd obviously like to have Superman's powers. That'd be great because he's got the best powers basically. As far as what I think is more interesting, I kind of I like guys with lower levels of powers, like Wolverine, that kind of thing. Like that's pretty cool, just being able to heal from pretty much any injury. And he's a little stronger than people. Of course, he's got the metal skeleton. I don't care all that much about the claws. That's cool, but not really necessary,
So you just want to be like superhuman, like just above the humans, but you don't want to be like too super.
Yeah, because then it's just I don't know.
I feel that. So you'd be like one of
It's
the
too,
one of the
it's too what?
students at like the X-Men school or something.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Tom? It's too what?
It's just less interesting that way, Like it's, like if Superman has to go up against like any normal person at all, basically, like he's gonna win unless the guy's got like kryptonite in his pocket or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whereas like, other like superheroes with less powers, like they can fail,
That's true.
That's more that like lets you have more tension in the story. It's just more interesting that way. They can
Definitely. I agree. I agree. Because like Wolverine versus Superman wouldn't be a good fight, but like Wolverine versus like Human Torch would be a fucking banging ass fight. Like
That's what's up. That's what's
I
up.
agree. I agree with that. That's a very interesting point of view. I agree with that.
So what do you think, cousin? You think America and the world's tired of hearing our voice?
Yeah, I think they had enough, man. You think they had enough for my boy Tom the Smoke Salmon?
The smoke, baby. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll is there any fights, up and coming fights before we get out of here that you got coming up, Tom, that you want the world to know about?
Nothing. I got nothing planned at the moment. I'm planning on doing some jiu-jitsu stuff next and grappling tournaments. Look at arena grappling. I've been trying to get in with them, but hasn't worked out yet. But that's mission only.
So Keeping It Blunt family, make sure you stay posted, because next time he does compete, we will be announcing it on here. We will be posting the links, showing support for my boy.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Keeping it blunt, baby.
Keeping it blunt, baby. Peace out.
Yeah.